Good morning, St. Mark's, and God bless you. It's Pastor Quentisha here. It has been an exciting past 2 weeks, and I am even more excited to see what the Spirit of the Lord will do with us, in us, and through us as we journey together toward wholeness, drawing in whosoever God will send into our path. This sermon series, Determined, I hope will continue to challenge and inspire and ignite a move in the spirit so that as we continue to do the work that God has called us to do, that we're reminded that we're all images of God's love and that we are called to be in community with whosoever and to extend that love even in the midst of our own challenges. And so I am grateful for the opportunity to serve you and serve with you, and hope that you will continue to journey with an open heart and mind, and look for what the Spirit of God is doing in your life, and listen with your spiritual ears in hopes that the Spirit will whisper to you and get you going and or provide some answers in this season. So we have a couple of announcements I'd like to share with you. There is one opportunity for us to volunteer and or connect with the Literacy Little League, a reading program that it looks like we've been part of for over 25 years. There's no experience required, and we do not need to have the answers. In fact, there's training available for whosoever might be interested in teaching a third grader to read. The contact person is Michelle Pearson, and I would ask for you to get her contact information in our directory and or contact the office. In other news, we want to just be encouraged. We know that the pandemic has not gone away. It slowed down a little. It's kicking back up. We are following all the health precautions as assigned by our public health officer. We are still wearing our masks and remaining safe. We haven't had any changes in that protocol to date. So we just want to ask you to use wisdom and caution and safety, knowing that we are doing all that we can to be safe and keep each other safe in community. We want to continue to pray for those who are sick and afflicted and those who are struggling. I want to invite you to be in prayer with us as I share this prayer list with you. We have Jenny and Jen and Olivia and John and Mary and Joseph and Doris and Ann and Burhane and grieving families. We want to add to that list Scott, as well as my family, the family of Cynthia Davis Peterson. We have some long-term folks that we are holding in prayer, and that is Lois and Dora and Paul and Dorothy and Charlotte and Vivian, Lucy and Bill and Peggy and Laura. We have some ongoing special requests for our youth and young adults who are in Arizona doing the Sierra Service Project. And we want to continue to hold up our sister Robin, who lost her husband, Scott, unexpectedly. And we know that is difficult to handle and to live with every day. It is a challenge. And yet God is merciful and able to comfort and keep us. And it's helpful when we have the support of our church family and our friends to just wrap around us. And so let's hold her in prayer, as well as all of those who are on the sick and shed in list. We want to continue to pray for Pastors Alan and Linda as they settle into retirement and they're headed on to England. So traveling mercies and grace for those, for that family. We also want to hold Richard Fox in prayer as he's recovering and taking good care. And the people of the Ukraine and Eastern Europe, we know that there's lots of conflict in that world, and that war seems just prevalent. And so praying for God to comfort God's people and to convict the leaders who have the power and the authority to stop warring against each other and putting our men and women on the front line. And so just lifting all of those folks up who are on the front line and praying for their protection and their provision. And hoping that they know that they are loved and held in prayer. I would ask us to just be vigilant. We know that there's lots happening in the world, and that there's just an uneasiness in the atmosphere, and praying that God will settle the mind and hearts and spirit of God's people and people everywhere. And so I conclude this message today with a hope and a prayer, reminding us that every day is a blessed day, and that this is the day that God has made. And let us continue to rejoice in spite of, not in the absence of, all the challenges before us, as we cast our cares on God, and that we trust Jesus to be Jesus in our lives and keep us protected and covered. May the Spirit of God continue to bless and keep you. Take good care until next week. God bless you.